And welcome back to 18 News at Noon. And joining me now is Elmira Mayor Dan Mandel. And Dan, how are you doing this
doing
afternoon?
Great. Well, other than the wind and the cold, but yeah, other than that, doing fine.
All right, so tell me, it's a story we've been following for a little bit of time here. Tell me a little bit about what's going on here in Elmira with the parking meter situation.
We've been having some problems with them. It's not the meter itself. A couple years ago, just under 2 years ago, we actually purchased some new meters. They're digital meters that also take either debit or credit. They were working well. Then we started finding they're starting to jam up. So we've been getting a lot of complaints on them. So what we have found is that some of the meters, a lot of the meters, basically have coins stuck in them, and it's because of the coin collection itself seems to be the problem. So right now we're going through and we're doing some maintenance on them and trying to get them all back up in working condition.
Now, this might be a kind of a strange question, but is the coin malfunction kind of from overuse? Is that a good sign? Like, hey, they're getting a lot of use.
Yeah, that's one reason, and that's one reason because they are getting a lot of use. A lot of people are taking advantage of the new meters, and they're jamming up. The other part of it, as I said earlier, is the coin collection part of it. It's still the old part of the meter. It's not the new heads that we put on the meter. So we're going to look at purchasing some plastic containers, see if that actually clears up the problem.
Now, I have to ask, for somebody who may be parking their vehicle with these meters, should they have any concerns if these machines maybe don't take their money, they don't have...
Well, some people get concerned they may get a ticket, but the parking enforcement's been not issuing tickets for the meters that don't work. Hopefully they'll all be operational here in the next few weeks. They've addressed 108 of them. There's about another couple hundred, 300 more that we got to make sure. Yeah, there's a lot of them throughout the city that we're going to make sure. And we're going to do our due diligence on these meters to make sure that they're not jammed up, more so with the older meters until we get the new containers put in place, hopefully later this spring.
All right, perfect. And I got enough time for a quick, brief question. I guess, real quick, how would you close it up, and what would you say to some of these citizens that might be concerned?
Don't worry about the fact you're not going to get a ticket. They will be up and running soon. If you can use your credit or debit card,
try to do so.
Try to do so. That'll make sure that the meter does work. As I said, right now we are going through and doing all the maintenance on them that we can. One thing I failed to mention too is we are putting all new batteries in them. We have to make sure we have to keep up to date on that, and we're going to have to do our due diligence to make sure that these meters are operational, more so with the older meters.
Perfect. Well, Mayor Mandel, I want to thank you so much for coming into the studio. We're going to be right back with more news and weather after the break.